County Area Chamber of Commerce's annual dinner. I'm Rick Duncan, your MC for the evening, and on behalf of the Chamber, thank you for spending your evening with us, celebrating incredible award winners. To kick off tonight's event, Wayne County, the Incredible Machine, please welcome to the stage the 2022 Chamber Board Chair from Wissenhut Construction, Brian Ballinger.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, kind fellow Chamber members. I've had the honor of being your humble servant as board chair for the past year and welcome you to our celebration of Wayne County, the Incredible Machine. On the tail end of what we hope of the pandemic, we entered 2022 with much pent-up energy and the resolve to move full steam ahead. We celebrated this year with 15 ribbon cuttings and launched chamber pop-ins, surprising our retail members to provide an additional boost in sales and show them our support. Our anniversary celebration recognized a record 79 members hitting milestone years as chamber members. For the second year, area high schools identified graduating seniors with no post-graduation plans to join in our hiring fair. Speed interviews kept both the students and employers engaged throughout the day and led to some being hired into full-time positions upon graduation. Students who were hired then participated in our newest initiative, Signing Days. Witnessed by parents, siblings, classmates, educators, and media partners, these students and businesses sealed their commitment by signing contracts. Those who previously may have felt less deserving of recognition suddenly had a huge sense of pride as they moved into their careers right here in Wayne County. Because of the initiatives and ultimately the impact of the work of your chamber, the list of chamber partners is longer than ever. In 2022, 49 partners made a significant investment toward a strong business climate and the development of tomorrow's workforce outside of their annual membership. Please join me in thanking these sponsor partners. Now turn to our screens for more information on how we were full steam ahead in 2022.
The Wayne County Area Chamber of Commerce has once again had an incredible year in 2022. We saw a lot of changes from our programming to our staff and even a brand new look in our office. Your chamber was nominated once again, the second year in a row as Chamber of the Year for the state of Indiana. We received support and recognition from General Mills for the workforce development efforts and received incredible support for our programming overall.
In 2022, we were a chamber that celebrated our members. Our annual dinner gave away a record number of business awards, celebrating 30 award recipients, including the Small Business and Corporation of the Year, the Young Professional, and the Art Vivian Distinguished Community Leader Award. We debuted our newest award, the Champion of Diversity, celebrating the work Amigos does for our Latino community. We hosted our annual Flavor of Wayne County event and the Community Improvement Awards. We celebrated our 13th annual School is Cool giveaway with First Bank Richmond and Wetzel Auto Group. With partnerships from Indiana University East and Ivy Tech Richmond, we were able to give away over $300,000 in prizes and scholarships. Ryan Hill from Hagerstown, Indiana, got his choice of a brand new car or a scholarship to college.
Our chamber collaborated with stakeholders to benefit our members. Our chamber's Issues and Advocacy Committee identified community beautification as a major need. We worked with our city and parks departments, construction crews, and more to update our Wayne County welcome signs and to clean up major entryways. We partnered with Whitewater Community Television and Western Wayne News to host the 2022 In Focus candidate election forums for all contested races. Our young professionals hosted quarterly blood drives in partnership with Red Cross and the Richmond Senior Recreation Center, which was specifically needed in the height of Omicron and Hurricane Ian.
Our first class of WC Leads, the area's only young professional leadership cohort, graduated 11 students with traits and skills that they need to grow professionally. We hosted monthly business education webinars on hot topics such as tax credits, building websites, marketing, and retention of your employees, which we know is important to all of you. Our Career Exploration Fair is one of my favorite things we do. It more than doubled in size, and our businesses really stepped up with interactive displays and engaging with students in new ways. Our employers gave the students hands-on interactive experiences, learning about careers, learning what's available, and help them to know a little bit more about themselves as they're moving forward in their pathways. I posted educational opportunities for young professionals on things like LinkedIn, networking, and public speaking. Our chamber members really stepped up to the plate and hit a home run by adopting restaurants that were participating in our 3rd annual restaurant week, helping them boost sales.
Our chamber continues to dive into understanding our community's culture. We hosted our first annual Community of Culture series, which included 3 luncheons with speakers from Wernley Youth Center, Indiana University East, and Belden Incorporated, discussing why DEI development is crucial to our businesses. This series will continue to be offered in 2023. Hype Wayne County hosted quarterly nights at the museum, where young professionals explored museums such as the Levi and Catherine Coffin House and Wayne County's history with the Underground Railroad. Our business summit brought topics such as mental health, team development, and business growth. Our members heard from David Rendall, our keynote speaker, who discussed embracing your own individuality for success.
This is just a sampling of our many programs and events. More than 530 chamber members have joined us to make a more vibrant business community. Our chamber is celebrating 2022, our greatest year yet. Together, we are a chamber that works.
The energy in the room is already soaring, and we're just getting started. It is amazing to look out and see all of you. Thank you so much for being with us. I'm Melissa Vance. I'm the president and CEO of the Wayne County Area Chamber of Commerce. And as is incredibly evident, gears are already turning. As you can see when you look around the room, 2023 is here. Clearly, gears do not work without the consistent power source. And I want to talk about some consistent power sources, starting off with our more than 60 sponsors. I would like to highlight just our top 2 levels verbally here from the stage, but I do want you to take a look in your programs where they are all listed. First of all, our diamond sponsors, Three Rivers Federal Credit Union. Thank you so much once again for your ongoing support. We could not do what we do without you. Yes. First Bank Richmond. Are you all as excited as I was when I pulled up and saw how this fairground looks tonight for the very first time when we come together? Obviously, not only is First Bank a great supporter of the chamber, but of our community at large, and thank you for that. Then our Tanzanite sponsors tonight, Indiana University East, Meridian Health Services, Reed Health, and Sugar Creek. Thank you all for what you do. We appreciate you greatly.
The support of all of our sponsors really helps us focus on our mission all year long, and that is to foster an attractive and welcoming community that is rich in enterprise and growing in population and prosperity. Thank you for making that possible. We need to give a special shout out to some other businesses who stepped up in a big way to machine this incredible event we're celebrating with tonight. First of all, Primex Plastics. Where are you, Primex? Give me a wave or something. Let the world know where you're at. Yes, Primex Plastics. They are always eager to come to the table and lend their skills, printing whatever needs to be printed or crafting light fixtures to go with our theme. So we just thank you for that. This is an incredible event because of you. Many businesses donated items, and Lincoln High School's Golden Eagle Industries used them creatively to put our centerpieces together tonight. So thank you to Golden Eagle Industries and all of you that let us borrow or come and search in your sheds and garages to find gears and all the things that we see around. Thank you for that, and great job to the students of Golden Eagle. Wisenhunt Construction, not only do they give us a really fantastic board chair, but they also put together some bars that we are going to be able to use year in and year out rather than having to go back to the drawing board every year. So thank you to Wisenhunt Construction for helping with that. Whitewater Community Television and Heartbreaker Entertainment, they keep our AV things going all night and our lighting beautiful, and so thank you to both of these great chamber member organizations. The video you just saw was created by one of our newer chamber members, Bolt Media, and they've also worked on some other videos that you're going to see this evening. And so I just wanted to give them a shout out. Great job. It's been wonderful to work with them, and welcome to the chamber team. And finally, once again, our voice from beyond, Rick Duncan from G1013 and Vox Vestra Productions. Thank you, Rick. We always have the pleasure of hosting many of our elected officials at our chamber dinner. And so I'm not going to name you all off one at a time, but if you serve in that capacity, whether at a local level or a state level or your school boards, please stand up and let us recognize you. Thank you for your service. Our chamber is incredibly fortunate to have a strong board leading the direction of the work that we do. Our officers this year have been such a support to me, and I have thoroughly enjoyed working with them. All of our board, and I just want you to know you have fantastic people representing you all year long. Specifically, I want to talk about our officers. This year, Jeff Carter of Bethany Theological Seminary is our board chair. Ron Holbrook of Sugar Creek is our vice chair. AJ Sickman from Boston Beaver, Forest Cross and Sickman is our secretary. Jennifer North of Brady Ware. She is an incredible treasurer for us. And of course, Brian Ballinger, our outgoing board chair. Thank you all. If you are one of our 27 board members, would you please stand so that everyone can know who you are? Now I get to highlight some committees and their members. We always say we might be a staff of 4, but we have an army of people that come alongside us and help us to accomplish what we accomplish, and you're about to see that. So, our first committee, when I name your committee, please stand so everyone knows where you serve. First of all, led by Reed retiree Jackie Webb, our Awards, Celebrations, and Events Committee. This committee pulled together another fun theme for tonight. I think we could all agree. Let's give them a hand. Chaired by Paul Moore of Reed Health, the Business and Education Committee. Doug Macias of NATCO Credit Union leads our Buy Local Committee. Chaired by Tracy McCullum, the talented and growing Hype Wayne County. Our Issues and Advocacy Committee is chaired by First Bank Richmond's Paul Whitty. Our Member Outreach Committee is co-chaired by Kathy Hillard of Smiley's Pub and Jane Barker of Epic Insurance. Thank you, ladies. And for those of you that have not yet met our power team, I want to introduce you. There are a couple new faces that you'll get to see tonight. First of all, Chantel Baker, our newest team member, Director of Membership and Education. Chantel, where are you? Is she around? There she is. She's in the back and she's waving. We're so thankful to have her. Lynette Davis, our Director of Events, standing over there by the door. Deborah Holdorf, our Administrative Assistant. Deborah? Then we have the pleasure of sharing the talented Amy Waltz with some other organizations, but we claim her as our own on nights like tonight. Amy Waltz. And also serving on our team in 2022, I want to give a recognition and a shout out to Roxy Deere and Daniel Arthur. So thanks to the both of you for the work that you've done with us. Now that we've done the fanfare, I just want to thank you for being with us tonight. Enjoy your evening.
Please welcome to the stage Bethany Theological Seminary's Reverend Dr. Dan Poole, Professor of Ministry Studies, to lead us in an invocation.
In the spirit of the unity for this event which we are gathered together for, would you join your hearts together with me as we come together in prayer? God, we know that you are the one who provides all good gifts, and you are the one who calls us all to a faithful standard of living. We're thankful for this evening's festivities and the opportunity that we have to gather together to celebrate our collective impact as the business leaders, education representatives, healthcare professionals, and friends of the community dedicated to the economic vitality of this beautiful area that we have the privilege of calling home. We pray that as we gather, we realize that we gather in your holy presence, and that the good work that we have wrought has been made possible through the ways that you have gifted each of these community leaders to excel and create opportunities for all those who live and work in this county to flourish. We are reminded, God, through the words of wisdom that you inspired the Apostle Paul to communicate, that we are all endowed with unique abilities and gifts so that the whole of society might benefit and thrive. Through Paul's words to this community of faith, we learn that each one, because of their unique gifts, is essential to the effective expressions of society and life together. That each one living into the best expressions of their giftedness and working together form this well-oiled machine that is Wayne County. We thank you, God, for granting each person their role in society and for providing the vision to live into sharing that gift for the good of all the residents of our area. God, as you invite us to consider the reality that we are stronger when we choose to work together than when we are divided by differences, please instill within our public spaces, our workplaces, and our private sanctuaries this unifying spirit which empowers us to achieve greater things for more residents and the society as a whole. We trust in your guidance, Lord, and in your desire that we might find inspiration for our dreams and fulfillment of our collective efforts to continue to advance the welfare of the citizens of this county. And now we give thanks, God, for this good food that sits before us. And we are grateful for how it represents your good bounty and providence. May it nourish our bodies as we take time during this meal to nourish and strengthen the relationships that are the lifeblood of this community. For all these good things, God, we find ourselves humbly full of thanksgiving. Amen.
Enjoy tonight's dinner prepared by Chef Gallo and served by the Old Richmond Inn staff. How about a big thank you to Chef Gallo and his team?
Good evening. You know, I love old pictures. If you visit the Richmond Mall, there is a picture outside of Dillard's department store, which is a personal favorite of mine. The picture is of a group of men standing in a field surrounding two men who are demonstrating a popular innovation by inventor Elwood McGuire. It is what? The lawnmower. And it's not just any lawnmower, it is the Dill and McGuire Diamond High grass mower of 1893. The first U.S. patent for a real cutting lawnmower was granted in 1868. McGuire, here in Richmond, was the second in 1875. The difference, McGuire's lawnmower was very lightweight and a huge commercial success. So if you study this picture, you see that the lawnmower is a rather simple machine for a simple task, a walk-behind mower to cut tall grass. But in its mechanics, every gear, cog, sprocket, and blade must operate together in timed precision. If you're missing a piece or a part, a cog or a sprocket, then quite frankly, you're not going to be cutting grass, which is the purpose of a lawnmower. Everything needs to work together. McGuire might not have invented the first lawnmower, but his creativity and willingness to try something new brought about innovation and commercial success while offering the next generation of inventors different challenges and opportunities for modernization and improvement. Think about that this spring when you fire up the mower. Clearly, the Dill and McGuire lawnmower is a story of progress, and even more so, it is a Wayne County story of progress. For its time and for our time, it is an incredible machine. So tonight, we celebrate Wayne County's story of progress and highlight institutions and individuals who add to our collective and greater good. And in many ways, tonight's celebration is like the picture of the lawnmower at the Richmond Mall, all the pieces working together. Now, during the pandemic, I chaired the Issues and Advocacy Committee and became well acquainted with the Chamber's various members. Large and small manufacturing, nonprofits in higher education, finance, and transportation, farming and recreation, not to be confused, government and trades, healthcare and construction, the service industry and civic organizations, public service and retail, real estate and publishing. Lots of cogs and sprockets. It was amazing to see the different organizations take lead on various initiatives while others jumped in to add their energy and assistance. The pattern was repeated when Canine Officer Sierra Burton was wounded during a traffic stop and later passed away from her injuries. Again, different organizations took the lead in offering support and honoring her sacrifice, while others jumped in to add their energy and assistance. You couldn't go anywhere in Richmond or Wayne County without seeing Sarah's picture. As we witnessed, this community, Chamber included, is at its best when all the pieces are connected, working in relationship with one another and focused on a common purpose and mission. Yes, when working together, we are an incredible machine. So then the question, where do we go from here? Like Dylan McGuire, their incredible lawnmower inspired a whole new generation of inventors and innovators to build upon their work and success. And quite frankly, friends, we know we have work to do, and I am confident together we will find continued success. When I arrived in Wayne County nearly 10 years ago, I was surprised to find that few people knew that Bethany Theological Seminary existed. And those that did often confused us with our good friends and neighbors at Earlham. So we went about the intentional work of hiring people from the local community, intentionally contracting with local businesses, forming local partnerships, and finding avenues for our students and employees to serve the wider community. I believe when thinking about community, we and as individuals are looking for three things. We want to be known by name, we want to join others in common purpose, and we want to be asked to give of ourselves in a significant way. You see, this is what it means to be a community, to be known, to collaborate, and to serve, both as individuals and as businesses and institutions. Quite frankly, that is why we're here tonight, to grease the gears of progress, but more importantly, to deepen what it means to be a community, which just might be our most incredible machine. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the leadership of last year's chair, Brian Ballinger, for the executive committee, and for the chamber board and committees. I'm grateful for the committed and passionate service of the chamber staff, Melissa Vance, Lynette Davis, Deborah Holdorf, and Chantel Baker, as well as former staff members, Daniel Arthur and Roxy Deere. And yes, I'm grateful for you. Thankful for your commitment to our community and this incredible machine we call Wayne County. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for your commitment. Together, we find progress.
Now we move to the highlight of tonight's program, our featured award winners. I'm Paul Whitty with First Bank Richmond, and it's our pleasure to sponsor tonight's awards. This is an important night to recognize and be appreciative of these award winners, other great individuals, businesses, and service organizations. Wayne County continues to be a great place to live, work, play, and go to school. I would also like to extend a special thanks to Gary Saunders for his longtime support by donating the Education Awards in memory of his wife, Charlotte Huffines Saunders. Tonight, we're beginning our awards ceremony by honoring one of our great public servants and the legacy she leaves, Officer Sierra Burton. Please direct your attention to the screens.
Sierra Brooke Burton was born on December 17, 1993. an energetic and rambunctious child who quickly found an outlet in school sports. Sierra loved many activities, however, she really excelled in high school basketball. A Northeastern night, wearing number 22, Sierra would join the varsity team her freshman year, and she would go on to overcome 2 torn ACL injuries. She would graduate in 2012. As Sierra found her place in athletics, she began to dream of a career in law enforcement. As she took her very first steps into policing, she immediately met someone who would not only be her guide and mentor in policing, but also her stepmother, Richmond Police Sergeant Amy Miller. In August of 2018, at only 24, she would officially become Officer Sierra Burton when she was sworn into the Richmond Police Department. On that day, she took an oath that includes an affirmation to uphold her duties without fear as an officer of the Richmond Police Department. Her family at her side, supporting her in her dream and impressed with her unwavering strength and courage.
She was young, there's vibrant, and she came in and she was just so happy, and her eagerness and her ambition to be a police officer. I'll never forget it, because I feel that this career is a calling. And when I first talked to her, and she had so many questions, and she was just so eager and so boisterous to ask all these questions, I knew right then she had the calling. But my first impressions were that ambition and that eagerness to do this. It put a light in me to remember why I took this career, why I wanted to do this. And she reminded me of how I felt when I first started. I mean, it was amazing to see.
As was always the case for Sierra, just becoming a police officer wasn't enough. She wanted to excel in her career and take on new challenges. She applied for a position as a canine officer, and after extensive training at the renowned Von Lick Kennels, she would be assigned Brev, her new canine partner. With Brev, she really began to shine. Not only was Sierra now the first female canine officer in the history of the Richmond Police Department, having Brev offered her the opportunity to connect with the community in a way only she could do. She was visiting schools, Safety Village, and interacting with people of all ages and walks of life. Canine Officer Sierra Burton found her place in policing and was working every day to make a positive impact on the lives of those she served.
It meant a lot to Sierra to become the first female canine officer. She was driven right off the bat. I mean, we spent a lot of time together. She came to third shift and we worked together a lot, and we both talked about it. She said, "I'm going to be the first one." Without a doubt in her mind, she said that she was going to be the first one. And when she sets her mind to something, she does it.
Good boy, Brad. Good boy, Brad.
She said it was really important to her just because it sets a tone, not just for her, but for everybody around her to really push themselves and put themselves out of a comfort zone. So she wanted to establish that and really kind of push her, not only herself, but the people around her, and it really meant a lot for her to be able to do that.
Sierra was an avid weightlifter. At only 5'4", many would say she was pound for pound the strongest person in the entire police department. Sierra always wanted to be strong. She wanted to test herself, show people how strong she was and how strong they could be. While Sierra was working, she met a firefighter from Ohio. The two talked and agreed to a first date at Kings Island. Sierra's friends joked that maybe a first date at an amusement park on a hot day for hours might not be the best idea. As it turned out, Sierra would remember it as one of the best days of her life, because that's when she met her soulmate, Sierra Neal. After that, the two Sierras would become inseparable. They moved in together and started planning for their future, even setting a wedding date. On August 10th, just 9 days before their planned wedding, during a routine traffic stop, Sierra Burton was critically injured. She would be flown to Miami Valley Hospital, where she would remain unconscious in critical condition for several days. During her stay at Miami Valley, Sierra Neal and Sierra Burton's family made a brave decision. Both women had marked their wedding day on the calendar, and they decided no force was great enough to deter them from their plans to unite in love. On August 19th, Sierra Burton and Sierra Neal were united in a special ceremony in Officer Burton's hospital room. After a remarkable 39-day battle, Canine Officer Sierra Burton passed away with her family by her side. Sierra had shown everyone just how strong she really was, and further, she'd kept the promise she made to the people of Richmond. She had served without fear, fought a courageous battle, and paid an ultimate sacrifice to uphold her oath, the hallmarks of a true hero.
She has gone home now for the final time. Canine Officer Sierra Burton, Canine 2 of the Richmond Police Department. It's 10:42.
Canine Officer Sierra Burton was offered a final resting place in Crown Hill Cemetery in Indianapolis, near the Heroes of Public Safety Memorial, and is surrounded by heroes of public safety who were killed in the line of duty.
The sacrifice that Sierra made, to see how it brought a community together, how it brought our department to realize that, you know, her sacrifice opened a lot of eyes, and that this incident and her, she will never be forgotten, ever.
Throughout Officer Burton's battle, she united the community in a way many had never seen. Pictures of Sierra lined not only the streets of Richmond, but cities and towns across Indiana. Cards, prayers, and words of support addressed to the family of Officer Burton poured in from around the country. Canine Officer Sierra Burton leaves behind a legacy of service and sacrifice. Her smile, infectious personality, and endearing spirit will live within the halls of the Richmond Police Department and throughout the Richmond community for many years to come. There are many that ask today, how do we continue to honor Officer Burton? Her mother will give you the best answer. Be strong, be kind, serve your community, stay united, and support your local first responders, because that's what Sierra would do. The City of Richmond thanks Canine Officer Sierra Burton for her unwavering commitment to her duties, her sacrifice, and the positive legacy she leaves behind.
She was like your immediate friend. She was so happy just to be there with you. She just made everything better every time she came in a room. It was like, it just instantly made the room energy better. Everybody was having a good time, and whenever she showed up on a call, I was like, good, Sierra, now things are gonna go great.
It meant the world to her. She loved it. I don't know any other way to put it. You know, it was her dream job, and it meant a lot to her.
You know, Sierra was Sierra was and will always be my hero.
It is our pleasure to posthumously recognize the honor and sacrifice of Officer Sierra Burton with the Emergency Professional of the Year Award. And now, representing Officer Burton's family, please welcome to the stage Sergeant Amy Miller.
I invite you to remain standing for the reading of this proclamation. From the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce. Whereas for generations, courageous and committed men and women of our nation's law enforcement community have dedicated their lives to upholding the rule of law, seeking the public good, and protecting individuals' rights and safety. And whereas Canine Officer Sierra Brooke Burton took an oath to support the Constitution of the United States, the laws of Indiana, and ensure the safety and quality of life for the citizens of Richmond and Wayne County as a member of the Richmond Police Department in August of 2018. And whereas Canine Officer Sierra Brooke Burton applied for a position as a canine officer, and after extensive training at the renowned Von Lick Kennels, she would be assigned Brev, her new canine partner. And whereas for the public good, those called to serve as law enforcement officers daily face the risk and rigors of human conflict in protecting those whom they serve. And whereas on August 10th, 2022, Canine Officer Sierra Brooke Burton was critically injured during a traffic stop turned violent. She was flown to Miami Valley Hospital where she remained unconscious and in critical condition. And whereas after an incredible 39-day battle, a testimony to her fighting spirit and inner strength, Canine Officer Sierra Brooke Burton succumbed to her injuries and quietly passed away on September 18th, 2022, surrounded by her family. And whereas Canine Officer Sierra Brooke Burton's final resting place is at the Heroes of Public Safety Memorial at Crown Hill Cemetery in Indianapolis, joining generations of public safety servants killed in the line of duty. And whereas Canine Officer Sierra Brooke Burton, a daughter of Wayne County and servant to her city, acted with bravery, great bravery and ability, losing her life in the service of others. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce, gathered at its annual dinner on January 20th, 2023, hereby honors the memory of Canine Officer Sierra Brooke Burton of the Richmond Police Department, Richmond, Indiana, and offers its deepest gratitude and humble appreciation to her family and fellow officers for their valor, duty, dedication, and for her ultimate sacrifice. Canine Officer Sierra Brooke Burton shall forever be remembered for her compassion, commitment, and service to this grateful community.
We are incredibly thankful for the opportunity to be inspired by a community servant, inspired to follow suit, identifying ways that we, the Chamber as a whole, and we as individuals can also serve well. As we transition to the remainder of our awards this evening, we have the pleasure of recognizing many who are doing just that. Day in and day out, just like Sierra, they are doing their part. Businesses, organizations, and individuals alike, they are servant leaders. They are building a great future for us and for generations to come.
Good evening, everybody. I'd like to thank everyone for being part of this community and for just having the opportunity a moment ago to remember and reflect what makes this community special and why we choose to live here. My name is Alex Painter, and I serve as the Community Engagement Officer at the Wayne County Foundation. It is my pleasure to be here tonight, not only on behalf of the foundation, but also as a member of the Wayne County Area Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors, and perhaps most relevantly here, I was also a member of the inaugural cohort of the Wayne County Leads program when it was first facilitated in 2021. I'd like to share some insights on the program, if I may. So why Wayne County Leads? As a member of the program, I had the opportunity to lean into an experience that was fulfilling both professionally and personally. The program, a 12-week leadership style academy, is designed for young or young-ish professionals and provide an opportunity to connect, network, and learn with and from many people from across different sectors of our community. The conversations and exercises that were facilitated through the program were not only authentic and refreshing, but also emboldening. The program itself is not shy about one of its primary objectives, and that is to equip each participant with the tools to, quote, become continually, substantively, and actively engaged within community organizations in leadership roles. Since WC Leads is under the Chamber of Commerce's vast umbrella, participants can expect the organization's expansive network will be tapped into. Nearly every session was accentuated with community leaders, local content experts, or both as presenters. Additionally, each participant is paired with a mentor from around the community. When I was in the program, my mentor was Jason Troutwine. This year I was honored to be asked to be a mentor myself, and I can only hope that my conversations with program member Thomas Hill were just as robust and helpful as mine were with Jason. If you're an employer or you're in a position to advocate for someone within your company or organization to join future cohorts of the WC Leads program, I do hope it is something that you will strongly consider. Not only will your employees or colleagues feel the assurance and confidence of their employer, but they will also feel much more connected to our home here in Wayne County as well. So, without further ado, I'd like to be the first of many to say congratulations to the newest cohort of WC Leads graduates, and to share that we are so proud that you have decided to take this step forward in your careers. And I'm now happy to hand it off to Rick to present the graduates. Thank you.
Let's welcome the graduating members of the 2022 WC Leads cohort, accompanied by their mentors. Dustin Vincent, Brady Ware, mentored by First Bank Richmond's Paul Whitty. Cara Ballou, Indiana University East, mentored by Valerie Schaefer of the Economic Development Corporation of Wayne County. Mark Broker, Neighborhood Health Center, mentored by Tim Frame from Three Rivers Federal Credit Union. Thomas Hill, Cardinal Greenway, mentored by Wayne County Foundation's Alex Painter. Amber Irwin, Three Rivers Federal Credit Union, mentored by Beth Fields from the City of Richmond. Megan Lamb, Reed Health, mentored by Monica Koschlein for the Richmond Symphony Orchestra and Stam Koschlein Foundation. Terry Mitchell, Bethany Theological Seminary, mentored by marketing guru Ashley Sieb. Ashley Pax, Reed Health, mentored by Kathy Gurton, Indiana University East retiree. Matt Railsback, Wayne Bank, mentored by Jeff Huffine of Iron Gate Creative. Michaela Wampler, Saver Systems, mentored by Megan Johnson of Blue Buffalo. Allison Webb, Three Rivers Federal Credit Union, mentored by Kelly Van Vliet of Van Vliet Insurance. Congratulations to all of our graduates of WC Leads. If you or an employee would like to apply for the 2023 WC Leads cohort, applications will be open in the summer. We will begin the Chamber Awards program by recognizing the outstanding Chamber Committee members from each of the Chamber's action committees. Awards, Celebration, and Events Committee, Doug Macias, Natco Credit Union. Doug brings his high energy to the ACES Committee and shows up again and again, participating in ribbon cuttings, events, small and large, including helping to organize tonight's soiree. Business and Education Committee, Teresa Lindley, Economic Development Corporation of Wayne County. Teresa has brought her expertise and energy to the Business Education Committee and has been instrumental in the Chamber's hiring and career fairs. Buy Local Committee, Amy Dillon, Brewer Broadcasting. Leading the Buy Local Committee as chair for the past 2 years, Amy has brought her ideas and organization to initiatives such as Love Local, Shop Small Saturday, and Couch Shopping. Hype Wayne County, Terry Mitchell, Bethany Theological Seminary. Terry has grown in her leadership and commitment to Hype and serves at every turn, whether social events, professional development days, or community outreach volunteerism. Issues and Advocacy, Eric Marsh, Whitewater Community Television. Eric is a long-standing member of the Chamber's Issues and Advocacy Committee. He and WCTV have especially been integral partners throughout the primary and general election candidate forums and election night coverage. Member Outreach, Paul Moore, Reed Health. Paul not only shows up with ideas on how to better serve our members, but he is also a true champion for the Chamber within the community and among his peers. His participation has been priceless. Now, we have come to the main awards for tonight. This evening, we will recognize winners in 3 different categories: Service Awards, Corporate Awards, and Individual Awards. We begin with the Outstanding Service Award winners. Volunteer of the Year, Sherry Harlan Davis. Sherry Harlan Davis currently has served on the ACES Committee for many years, volunteering at events like the annual dinner, Chamber Golf Classic, Community Improvement Awards, and more. Sherry is one of the people who consistently appear when work needs to be done, whether during the event or in preparation. Sherry is one of the people who consistently appears when there's work to be done, whether during the event or in preparation. She always has a smile and keeps people around her laughing. Her positive demeanor shines through as she celebrates the successes of others in the community. This partners well with her get-it-done attitude, and as a result, she helps the Chamber achieve success. Let's hear it for Sherry Harlan Davis, our 2022 Volunteer of the Year. Champion of Diversity, Megan Johnson, Blue Buffalo. The Champion of Diversity Award is the newest of the Chamber's lineup, launching just last year. The award goes to an individual or organization that demonstrates leadership in one of 4 ways. This year's winner did so by helping diversify the cultural composition of Wayne County's workforce. Blue Buffalo is known for its strong efforts to show employees, better known as buffs, that all are welcome. Their internal efforts are ongoing, but during the 2022 Pride Month, their mission had a community-wide reach. The Love is Love sign initiative was led by Blue Buffalo's plant manager, Megan Johnson, with the hopes that inclusion would be seen by residents and visitors alike. Within just 2 weeks, 200 signs were designed, produced by Primex Plastics, and distributed by community partners. As quality of place and recruitment efforts are at an all-time high, this campaign very visibly brought awareness and demonstrated a welcoming community culture. Megan hopes to build on the success of year 1 and see greater participation in years to come. Congratulations to Megan Johnson, this year's recipient of the Champion of Diversity Award. The Bob Rosa Buy Local Award, Alan and Jackie Carberry. Warm Glow Candle Company is a local company whose philosophy is dedicated to being an involved community partner. Launching their business at the basement of their home in 1994, Jackie and Alan grew Warm Glow to its current capacity of producing 15,000 candles per day. The Carberry's desire to give back to the community is seen through fundraisers and donations to a myriad of schools and nonprofits. Most recently, they raised over $25,000 for the Richmond Police Department's K-9 unit in memory of Richmond Police Officer Sierra Burton. They also host festivals throughout the year, bringing in massive numbers of visitors, benefiting the entire county. Now, when you visit the local store, you will find products by many other local entrepreneurs looking to get a start and benefiting from interstate traffic at a low cost. Just this year, the Bent Nickel grew into its own storefront on National Road West. Our 2022 Bob Rosa Buy Local Award winners, Alan and Jackie Carberry, could not be here tonight, but sent this message.
Hello, this is Alan and Jackie Carberry, and we are so sorry that we cannot be there with you in person. We would really rather be with you than where we are. But I'd like to say how honored and blessed we feel to be the recipient of the Bob Rosa Shop Local Award. We knew Bob, taken from us way too soon, and a wonderful local advocate for Wayne County. We are so honored, and Shop Local is so close to our hearts. And not just because we own a business, but because we believe that the more people that shop local, support all of our wonderful local businesses that are dedicated and giving back to Wayne County, the better Wayne County is. So whenever you can, please shop local. I can honestly say that it is not very often that we cannot get what we need or what we want right here in our community. So help continue to keep our community strong, and always remember to shop local.
Please direct your attention to the screens as we hear from our next award recipient.
I was delighted to nominate the Richmond Art Museum, RAM, for this award. I'm in my 9th year as a member of the RAM Board of Trustees and have been continually impressed by RAM's commitment to excellence and its outstanding staff, programming, and community and educational outreach. 2023 is an especially important year for RAM as it marks our 125th anniversary, making RAM the second oldest art museum in the state of Indiana. RAM is also one of the oldest Chamber of Commerce members. RAM houses one of the most important collections of Indiana art in the state, and the collection is recognized nationally by American art curators. We are often the only art museum children in the region ever get to visit, and we are also the only art museum in Indiana with free admission. You may have seen Ram Van Gogh around town, a uniquely decorated van that travels and brings RAM directly to schools. RAM has other strong community partners in addition to the schools. For example, for 25 years, RAM partnered with Reed Health on the popular Art to Heart event, which benefited both organizations. When that event reached a natural end to its life cycle, RAM began a new event, Palette to Palette, in collaboration with Indiana University East and for the benefit of both RAM and the IU East Department of Fine and Performing Arts.
The Richmond Art Museum is celebrating our 125th anniversary in June. We are the oldest cultural organization in Wayne County, and we are the second oldest art museum in the state of Indiana. The thing that's really unique about the Richmond Art Museum is, to our knowledge, we are the only public art museum housed within an active public high school in the United States, which gives us direct access to nearly 4,000 students annually.
As a teacher in Wayne County, I really think it's important to have the art museum here because it's a short drive to see really important, significant works of art. And students don't have to drive all the way to Indianapolis or Chicago or New York to view really important works. They can come to a local place and view great American works of art. One of the exhibits that the museum had recently that my students really benefited from was one that talked about respect and diversity. And it let them see that there is a place for them and that their work does have significance and can impact others in a positive way and help all kinds of people overcome their differences and show respect and community.
We are very grateful for our supporters and our donors, our partners. I must mention the Richmond Community Schools being housed in their building. They are a tremendous partner to us, as well as many local businesses and individuals in the community who make our educational programs free and available to students throughout the region.
Ladies and gentlemen, join me in recognizing our award winner for Achievement and Excellence for a nonprofit, Richmond Art Museum. Congratulations to all the Outstanding Service Award winners. Our second category tonight recognizes outstanding corporations for their accomplishments. Partner in Education Award, Future Achievers. Led by Carl Reinhardt, Future Achievers is an organization providing mentoring and connections for students, particularly those without positive role models at home. The organization has bridged the gap, sometimes perceived and sometimes real, between youth and opportunities for strong futures. This includes internships, jobs, soft skills, training, and education. With organizations like this, Wayne County will see more graduates stepping into careers with the training necessary to achieve success. Please join us as Carl Reinhardt accepts the award for Future Achievers, our 2022 Partner in Education. Outstanding Service to Agriculture Award, Dr. Christy Herr. A large animal veterinarian, Dr. Christy Herr of Hagerstown spent years educating her clients on animal husbandry, safe practices, and more. However, after nearly 3 decades of serving the community and its livestock, Dr. Herr made a drastic career change and took the reins as the agriculture teacher and FFA advisor at Hagerstown High School. Dr. Herr's desire to teach and encourage others has only excelled in this more recent role as she continues to teach students through hands-on programming. She knows that students don't want to be talked at, they want to be included. Dr. Herr has built the program back up to where it once was, welcoming all and any who want to learn the connection between those who eat and those who ensure it happens. She includes the community in her teaching, such as through contest judging and supplying produce for classroom projects. Annually, she organizes a town cleanup day to beautify the town of Hagerstown. She's making great strides with every child she teaches in Wayne County, and as a result, her students are inspired and some are now pursuing a career in ag-related industries. Dr. Herr is a mentor, an encourager, and a remarkable teacher, and a friend to many. Join us as we recognize this year's Outstanding Service to Agriculture Award recipient, Dr. Christy Herr. Achievement and Excellence Small Business, Western Wayne News. In 2017, Jim and Brenda McLean purchased the Western Wayne News and Nettle Creek Gazette from Brenda's mother, Janice Buell Macy. They began to expand the papers and for the first time hired trained professional reporters. They did this while still retaining the existing staff, preserving the past. During the pandemic, the two papers were merged into one with a new strategy for growth. By September 2020, Western Wayne News made its long-awaited leap into Richmond. The newspaper's emphasis on accurate local news and sports coverage was widely accepted, and the business has since doubled in distribution. With the investment of time, treasure, and talent, owners Jim and Brenda McLean created demand for a news product now growing in an era in which print media is in severe decline. All the while, the McLeans volunteered their time serving their community, whether through the Cambridge City Main Street Organization, the Chamber of Commerce, or others. Because of these things, Jim and Brenda McLean were able to create a strong succession plan for the business, ensuring success after their retirement. Now, new owner Chris Hardy has taken the reins and is making his own plans to continue the growth of this valued media outlet serving Wayne County. Please join me as we congratulate Jim and Brenda McLean and new owner Chris Hardy. Western Wayne News, Achievement of Excellence, Small Business. Achievement of Excellence Large Business, Wayne Bank. Wayne Bank opened its doors in 1882 as Western Wayne Bank in Cambridge City. In 1981, the bank opened its first branch in the Gateway Shopping Center on East National Road in Richmond. Finally, in 1983, the second office was opened on South A Street. This family-owned community bank promotes the health and well-being of our community and its citizens. As an organization, they donate tens of thousands of dollars, and their more than 50 employees give hundreds of volunteer hours every year. One of Wayne Bank's incredible examples of community collaboration and support is the Athena Leadership Award, an event and honor recognizing women who have excelled in Wayne County. The initiative was launched in 2014 and is in partnership with Indiana University East. Most recently, Wayne Bank committed to a 4-year partnership with Boys and Girls Club, supporting the Western Wayne unit and serving more than 100 underserved youth. Finishing its 140th year in business, we're pleased to recognize this year's recipient of the Achievement of Excellence Large Business, Wayne Bank. Please turn your attention back to the screens for our winner of the Corporation of the Year Award.
So when we talk about the history of Blue Buffalo, we have to talk about the Bishop family. When their dog Blue was diagnosed with cancer, Bill Bishop and his son sought to make the best pet food possible for him. Unable to find a natural option with high quality ingredients, they decided to create their own product offering in 2003. With Blue Buffalo, they began to feed Blue like family and have since inspired millions of pet parents to do the same. We always say our purpose in Richmond is to love our herd, our brand, and our community like family. We just happen to make the world's best pet food.
In our 450,000 square foot facilities supported by 187 buffs, we really focus on 3 things: safety, quality, and culture, and the rest will come. We want to make sure that our buffs go home safe, that we want to make sure that we support our brand with great quality, and we want to have a sense of belonging for the culture of our herd. We really strive for one thing. Someday when people ask me where I'm from and I say Richmond, I want them to say the home of Blue Buffalo.
For us at Ivy Tech, the partnership with Blue Buffalo has been outstanding right from the very beginning of their entrance into Wayne County. As they grew their employee base, as they started the process of developing the company, they spent about a year with us on campus. And I think the thing that we noticed the most about Blue Buffalo is they talked about their corporate culture. What was great for us was to be able to see it on a day-to-day basis.
Loving our herd means creating a culture of inclusion and belonging for all. And part of that commitment is taking that belief out into Wayne County. When your mission is to love your herd, your brand, and your community like family, you think differently about what it means to be a force for good.
Working with Blue Buffalo has really been a highlight of my career. From the first visit that they made to Richmond, I knew that this company was special and that they needed to be here. Reflecting back to 2016, where the plant stands today was just a greenfield site. And fast forward only 6 short years to see where Blue Buffalo has come is just amazing. And I want to sincerely congratulate Blue on being Corporation of the Year. You are so deserving, and the community is so thankful for all that you have done for us.
Blue Buffalo is an outstanding representative of Corporation of the Year. They're truly deserving because of the impact they've made in Wayne County with their partnerships, with their people, and we would like to say nothing but congratulations to Blue Buffalo.
We welcome to the stage our Corporation of the Year, Blue Buffalo, represented by Megan Johnson and Chris Campbell.
Good job, Andy.
Congratulations to the outstanding corporations for their achievements in 2022. Our final awards will be given in the category Outstanding Individuals. Public Service Award, Ken Paust. After graduating from college in 1959, Ken Paust joined the Army, his first step into serving our country. Upon discharge, he joined the Indiana National Guard, eventually progressing to captain. And in 1965, Ken won his first election on Richmond City Council. He went on to serve in various other Wayne County elected positions, including County Council, County Board of Commissioners, and others. Over the decades serving in these roles, Ken represented Wayne County on many state boards and commissions. In 1962, Ken originated and sparked a project which had not only local, area, and state importance, but national significance as well: Richmond's Berlin Wall. Following the downtown explosion, which took 41 lives, Ken led the fundraising, planning, and construction of the rebuild, becoming a modern, trend-setting downtown promenade, a winner and recipient of a beautification award from then First Lady Pat Nixon. Ken played a significant role in the forming of what is now the Wayne County Area Chamber of Commerce, from what was originally the Committee of 100. His business acumen is valuable to many other area nonprofit boards over the years, including Boys and Girls Club, Reed Health, United Way, JC's, Kiwanis, and several more. Tonight, we recognize Ken Paus with an award only given 6 other times in the Chamber's 56-year history, the Public Service Award. Congratulations, Ken. Educator of the Year, Kevin Munchell. Kevin Munchell began his teaching career in October 2020. With no classroom experience, he implemented a program for a student-based enterprise that allows students to explore and research ideas for marketable products. The program, Lincoln Golden Eagles Industries, offers students the opportunity to cultivate ideas, engage in technical collaboration, and market products or services. Munchell helped the school reach a 5-year goal for the program in under 1 year. He was described as the exact person needed with the right balance of expertise, enthusiasm, and energy to get the project off the ground. More than 100 students are involved with the endeavor and are learning key traits like leadership, time management, teamwork, and inclusion. Teachers are adjusting curriculums with new ideas and concepts. In addition, more than 100 employer and community partners have joined the movement. Kevin's passion for student learning is paramount, with his key phrase, "There is power in empowering students. We just have to give them an opportunity to share their ideas." It takes a great educator to make that happen, and Kevin is that educator. Please join me as we recognize the 2022 Educator of the Year, Western Wayne Schools, Kevin Munchell. Excellence in Higher Education, Tim Scales. Indiana University East professor Tim Scales not only serves in the classroom, but generously contributes his time and expertise outside of the classroom, assisting students and community organizations. Tim has successfully obtained grants and gifts to support a youth entrepreneurship program entitled BOSS, Business Opportunities for Self-Starters. As a mentor to students with a dream to start their own business, Tim assisted with the launch of businesses like Snowtime Anytime, New Boswell Brewery, The Money Candle, and Yo Amazing. Tim spends countless hours sharing his expertise of entrepreneurship, as well as connecting entrepreneurs with resources they need to be successful. Tim served on the team that successfully obtained a grant for a full-time internship coordinator at IU East. He knows practical experience is just as valuable as what a student learns in the classroom. In the past 15 years, he's managed more than 400 students in internship experiences throughout Wayne County. Tim has led the stock market simulation since 2013, with some of the students going on to create their own real-life portfolios, while others have pursued professional careers in the industry. While Tim has won numerous awards, authored books, hosted his own TV show, presented in 46 states and 13 countries, it is his love for helping others succeed that leads us to recognize him tonight. Please join me as we celebrate Indiana University East Tim Scales, this year's recipient of the Excellence in Higher Education Award. Outstanding Young Professional of the Year Award, Tracy McCollum. As Radford's Meat Market's catering manager, Tracy McCollum spent her recent years preparing delicious meals for events and private parties. Her talent, along with her quiet, pleasant nature and warm smile, won over the hearts of numerous customers. However, more and more, Tracy ventured from beyond her apron and into the community, supporting groups like Richmond Civic Theater and making appearances at nonprofit fundraising events and festivals, supporting local businesses while cheering on other young professionals. She became very active in HYPE and now serves as the chair of HYPE Wayne County, leading efforts for community service, professional development, and social outings, all of which are integral in attracting and retaining young professionals in Wayne County. Now, Tracy has taken another giant leap in her career and is the newest general manager at the Corner Cafe at the Leland. Join me as we congratulate Tracy McCollum as this year's Young Professional of the Year. Please turn your attention one more time to the screens for our final award recipient of the night.
Bob is Wayne County through and through. He was born in Wayne County. He graduated from Richmond High School, and after graduation from law school, he came back to Wayne County to practice. It has worked out well for him over the years, and it's worked out even better for our community. Bob is a 30-year member of the Chamber of Commerce Board. He is a 20-year member of the Forest Hills Board of Directors. He was chairman of the board in 2006, and he negotiated probably the most significant deal in Forest Hills history with the agreement with Reed Health. He understands how he can help an organization, and he asks the questions at the right times to help us make better decisions. Bob has helped a lot of different organizations in our community, and whether it's a business or not-for-profit, he goes at it full steam.
I've had the pleasure of working with Bob on a number of boards, and it's been a privilege. It's all about the community. He's sacrificed so much time away from his family to serve on these boards. This is who Bob is. He loves the community.
Bob Beaver has been a member of the Chamber Board of Directors for 30 years. He has served in leadership roles along the way, including board chair in 2006. He's a member of the Executive Committee, Issues and Advocacy Committee, and Board Development Committee. Bob is one of those people who listens carefully, and when he speaks, we know it's going to be profound. He offers perspective from his years of history serving our community, running a business, and helping other businesses be successful. The bottom line is that Bob cares. He cares about the Chamber, he cares about our business community, and he cares about the people who call Wayne County home.
I have served on several boards with Bob, including the Chamber, Forest Hills, and now the Reed Health Foundation. He understands how he can help an organization, and he asks questions at the right time. It helps us all make better decisions.
Bob is extremely deserving of this award. He's given so much of his life and his time to the community of Richmond and Wayne County.
Congratulations, Bob. This award is well deserved.
And now, welcome to the stage the 2022 Art Vivian Distinguished Community Leader, Bob Beaver.
Well, that's a little hard to follow, but I want to thank Gary and Jennifer and Roy for those very kind words. And I want to thank the Chamber for this award from the bottom of my heart. I have loved working with the Chamber for 30 years and other organizations for 45 years. I'm not sure why the Chamber kept me around that long. Maybe it has something to do with free legal advice, but more important than the activities are the people that I've gotten the pleasure to serve with over the years, including 12 different Chamber President CEOs, many of whom I probably helped hire, and literally hundreds of fellow board members with whom I've served. They have been a pleasure working with it all the time, and I want to thank all those individuals for the memories that we have had together. I'm going to miss serving on the Chamber Board, but what makes it just a little bit easier is knowing that it's remaining in good hands, including your excellent President CEO, Melissa, Jeff, who will continue a wonderful tradition of highly qualified chairs, and your current excellent board, including my partner, AJ Sickman, who's taken my place. Talking about AJ, I want to thank all of my law partners for supporting me along the way, giving me the time and opportunity to help organizations. And of course, I want to thank my family, including my brother Tom and his son and daughter and their spouses who traveled from Chicago to come to this event. And most importantly, my wife. Amy has endured me going to hundreds of meetings, encompassing hundreds of hours over the years. She deserves a part of this award. I also want to thank my good friend Jeff Hamilton, who flew from California for this event, although we're also going to the IU game Sunday to watch Michigan State and probably lose at IU. In 2006, when I spoke to you from this podium, I encouraged each of you to not solely view yourself as a liberal or a conservative, a Republican or a Democrat, black or white, labor or management, but to view yourself first and foremost as a citizen of Wayne County, Indiana. Because in spite of all of our differences, we share one thing in common, and that is that we get to call Wayne County home. And a person is to protect their home, a person is to support their home, a person is to love their home. In this day and age, when everybody is so combative, wanting to fight, wanting to take sides, these words of encouragement are so much more important. I've tried to follow these principles for the last 45 years, and I'll continue to use them and try to follow them in my practice of law. As we leave here tonight, I ask that each of you try to remember these words too. Whether you're working with somebody on the street, dealing with an employee, conversing with a colleague in the boardroom, be your best. Be civil, be open-minded, be supportive. Because only in that way can we and will we keep Wayne County the best place to work, the best place to play, and the best place to live. Thank you again for this award. May God bless the Chamber, and may God bless Wayne County.
Thank you for joining us for our celebration of the incredible machine we call Wayne County. We hope your wheels are turning and you're ready to push forward, making Wayne County the best place to live and do business. Mark your calendars and join us right back here, January 19th, 2024. Thank you for joining us this evening. Good night.